Hello there, my lovely lovelies, and welcome to haQ. Now, for the past few months over at our haQ Discord, we've had the privilege of watching a developer come up with an idea for an app, develop it, and then finally publish it. Now, the app is Tapescam, and I of course asked Charles why he chose that name, and he told me it's a play on Tascam, as in tape recorders and players, and also scam, as in there is no real tape in the plugin. And I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy that Charles decided to do this because it's not that often that I actually get to recommend you a product with the word scam in it.
Roll it back, you will slide to the spot where the street lights glow. We got the mixtape crew and they're running the show. It's a tape scam party, keep the decks on spin. Dub twice, loop nice, let the night begin. Check the boom from the trunk when we stroll on through. Every copy of a copy still sounding brand new. Check the crowd in the circle with the heads all nodding. Boombox so clean, you forget what's stolen. Now the light runs low, but the vibes stay high. Got the neighbors digging like that's the guy. He's got the knockoff beats and the bootleg bass, and the rhythm still snaps like it came in first place. We got the dime store labels with the handwritten tags. It's a tape scam party, don't ask, just dance. We got the b-boys spinning on the taped up floor. Hands in the air, yeah, the block wants more.
This is a tape scam party, don't ask, just dance. This is a tape scam party, don't ask, just dance.
If the tape runs thin, we just roll it back.
This is a tape scam party, don't ask, just dance.
Now, it turns out that Charles is a kind of interesting guy, to say the least, so I'll tell you more about him later on. But first, we're just gonna have a look at Tapescam here. Now, it's basically a lo-fi drive and tape simulation. You got 6 knobs and 3 switches in here, and the first one, drive, gives you a lot of drive. You're gonna have to attenuate the output as you're driving this one up because it can quickly go loud. After that, we've got a spectral function called color where you can tweak your sound to be either darker or more harsher or edgier. Now, I love adding inconsistent pitch to my sounds, and that's what WoW and Flutter is there for, to give your sound more of a shitty tape recorder kind of vibe. And here you're getting depth of the effect and also the rate of the modulation on the same knob. So when you have it turned down low, you're getting more of a drunken pitch kind of vibe. And as you turn it up, you get more of a chorus.
And lastly, there is a function here that maybe isn't out yet or not. I don't know because I'm testing it on test flight right now. But Charles actually added a function for turning the stereo mode off or on. And I often turn it off because I like using plugins like this in mono. Again, this is a test flight version that I'm using, so the function isn't out yet, but it will be at some point, maybe even once I publish this video.
Now, it wouldn't be a true tape-like effect if we couldn't add noise to the mix. Tweak this one to your heart's content, and then when you're done with that, you can further tweak the spectral quality of your audio with the tone control, which basically works like an EQ tilt. Next up, we've got some switches with some modes in them. And the first one, age, basically sets up the quality of the tape being used, even though there's no tape in here. New is basically like a clean tape, so no dropouts, nothing like that. With used, you're getting the occasional dips, and then with worn, you're getting a lot of dropouts. You're getting extra wobbling and fluttering of the pitch, and on top of that, high frequency content is being suppressed. Now, tape speed simulates the speed of the tape, and that does something to the spectral quality of your audio. You got low, standard, and high. And when you've got it set to low, you're getting a dark and thick sound. And when you set it to high, you're getting more of a hi-fi sound. Lastly, we've got a compressor, which will give you no compression, light compression, or heavy compression. Now, I've basically shown you everything you need to know about Tapescam, and the video still isn't over. In fact, there is quite a bit left, and that is because I want to bring your attention to Charles and what he does and what he has done. Because, as I said earlier in this video, he's a very interesting dude. I'm always interested in hearing how people end up becoming iOS music app developers. And so I just asked Charles in our Discord main lounge, and he provided us with a pretty thorough answer. Turns out he's an American living in Berlin, he's mean to chicken pot pie, and his 8-year-old kid is a Terminator. And to anyone in the audience who might be a little bit autistic like me, yes, I read it all wrong because it's funny. Now, Charles started out as a web developer 20 years ago, then moved over to digital agencies as a producer and then as a product manager. And that's probably why the site for Tapescam looks like and functions like it does. If we have a look at it, it actually tries to teach you about Tapescam, show you all the functionalities, explain what they are, and then at the end here, it actually tells you what you're actually hearing, what he's trying to do with the app. Now, this site is under Charles Pizza, and it turns out that Charles Pizza is an interesting website because here we can find a calendar of Berlin Christmas market, an iOS drum machine and audio effect, which is the other app he's made, Punchline, more about that later on. a set of extensions for Ableton Move, an AI-generated drum machine, a Sardine advent calendar, a bunch of butt drawings. Turns out that Charles is actually known as the guy who draws butts because he did this for a year. A bunch of sites online covered this story, and so Charles has had to answer a lot of questions about his butt drawings. Now, the Sardine Advent calendar, I think, is a pretty brilliant idea. Alright, let's get back on track here. Now, back in 2014, when Apple was running WWDC and they announced Swift 1.0, well, Charles was there and he was really excited by it. And when he came home that evening, he wrote his first app. Now, that app isn't available anymore because he never updated it beyond version 1, but that's when it actually started. Now, many years went by. He worked for Google and Disney on mobile app products. And then many years later, with the help of coding agents like ChatGPT, he was then able to experiment more with audio app making. And the first audio app he made isn't really for iOS, but it's a terminal-based drum machine and sequencer. And then just a few months ago, with the help of Claude, he made his first iOS app. And it's based upon a wish that he had on a forum about a decade ago. And all of that resulted in Punchline. Now, to anyone out there who are into teenage engineering pocket operators, well then look no further than Punchline. It operates like one. So apart from making beats with Punchline, you can also use it as an effect if you load it in an effect slot. It's a pretty dope app and I think it deserves to be checked out. And again, it doesn't cost much. The concept of oldifying audio is something that I've always been in love with. And more specifically, making it so that something sounds as if it's being played back on a really old type of media format like vinyl or tape. And that's the reason I have so many of these plugins, even though, admittedly, you could put all of this together yourself with a bunch of plugins. And sure, I do stuff like that all the time, and sometimes I build it into my presets inside synthesizers. But very often it's just nice to pull up a thing that does a specific thing and have it do that thing to make your sound like another specific thing. Take the intro track, for instance. I produced the whole thing inside Cubasis. I was using the Cubasis built-in synthesizer. I was also using a Steinberg drum machine available as an in-app purchase inside Cubasis. On top of that, I wrote some lyrics and I recorded my own rap in there. And then for the dual voices, for the first time in haQ history, I am actually using an AI tool for one of the two doubling voices here in my chorus. This one is just pure me.
This is a Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance.
The other one is me through an app called Mic Drop. And I'm basically just having Mic Drop changing my voice into a speak and spell unit.
This is a Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance.
And that's a whole lot of fun because some of you might already know this, but if you don't, I'm really into vocal synthesis. And that's why Mic Drop is the only AI tool that I've ever been interested in trying out. Well, in any case, I produced this whole track. It has a specific 80s sound to it, but it sounds way too hi-fi. And all I needed to do in order to get this to sound as if it was a bootleg tape was to add Tapescam to it.
This is a Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance. This is a Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance.
If the tape runs, then we just roll it back.
This is a Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance. This is the Tapescam party, don't ask, just dance.
If the tape runs thin, we just roll it back. Yo, we slide to the spot where the street lights glow. We got the mixtape crew and they're running the show. It's a Tapescam party, keep the decks on spin. Dub twice, loop nice, let the night begin. Check the boom from the trunk when we stroll on through. Every copy of a copy still sounding brand new. Check the crowd in the circle with the heads all nodding. Boombox so clean, you forget what's stolen. Now the light runs low.
And that's exactly what Tapescam is so good for. Sure, you can process individual instruments and get great results from it. But where it really shines is when you are working with stuff like lo-fi hip-hop or jazz, or stuff like I'm doing here, wanting an 80s sounding track. It is so simple to just pull out Tapescam and drop it onto the main 2 bus. I mean, you get crazy good results with just 1 or 2 knob tweaks and then maybe 1 switch flip. So yeah, when I put Tapescam into this folder here with all of these audio aging plugins, well, it's gonna go somewhere at the top because it's really that good. Now, for those of you who wanted to get your hands on a calendar, I'm sorry, but Charles does not offer these on a regular basis. It's same with the butt drawings, but you can probably download one of his pictures. I get it. If you want a butt as your home screen, butts are nice. Now, for anyone who wants to get your hands on Tapescam or Punchline, there are links to those down below in the pinned comment and also in the description under the video. I gotta say, welcome to the community, Charles. And for anyone else who want to join up in the Discord and maybe see what Charles will be working on next or talk about some music technologies, we don't just talk apps. We've got special rooms for all kinds of stuff. And the What's in Your Ears one seems to be a popular one right now. People like sharing what they listen to, I guess. So, as usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.